Chris Brown exclusive on Larry King Live.
It's Joey and JD3 on the radio at YouTube.com, also on the Facebook, and soon to be on Twitter. But, of course, let's hit you off with that 411. Chris Brown appearing on Larry King Live.
Yeah, what about that interview, Jay? Did you see it?
Yeah, actually, I did, and honestly, I don't even know why the hell he was on the show.
He kept on asking, his questions is like, one question is like, yeah, man, it was crazy. It was like, yeah. I mean, okay, how many times can you say that? Yeah, we know it was crazy. It's called assault.
All he kept saying was,
I was like, what? Like, because at the time I just didn't know honestly what to think. So I was just like, man, I just felt so really like, wow.
Hey, you want to take a look at my bow tie?
oh my God, did you see the bow tie? What the hell? I mean, okay.
This is like the African-American version of Pee Wee Herman. I mean, come on, man, that's enough already.
I understand the wearing the blue. Because, I mean, any image consultant will tell you that when you wear blue, you're going to appear to look honest.
Of course.
But then you add the bow tie to it. I mean, seriously, who are you, Farnsworth Bentley?
Yeah. I kept on waiting for him to say, I know you are, but what am I? It's like, it didn't make any sense. I mean, why is this guy that's supposedly so cool, he's wearing this uncool bow tie? I don't get it. Don't understand.
I think just what pissed me off about the whole thing was, okay, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a Chris Brown hater. He's hating. No, he just being that. No, I'm not hating. All right, the dude made a mistake. We all know he made a mistake. He shouldn't have, let his anger fly off the handle the way that it did. Do I think that, he can come back from what he did? Do I think his career hit a rebound? I think eventually down the road it will. I'm a big Chris Brown fan. I like his music. He's got a great voice. Dude can dance. He's the total package when it comes to an entertainment. But I'm just saying, just about this interview, why show up on the show if all you're gonna say is this?
Well, Larry, I don't feel like it's appropriate for me to speak on what actually happened that night, just out of respect for Rihanna and myself, and I respect our privacy more.
That's it. That's what he kept saying.
I know. Yeah.
This.
As far as like for her privacy, and I respect her enough and respect her privacy as well as mine, not to let people know or not to let people know what went on.
And in between that, you've got Larry King.
Cleveland, Ohio, you're on the air with Chris Brown.
And then, of course, you got, Chris Brown's attorney dancing around the whole thing.
I'll tell you something. I've grown to love this kid like a son or a nephew. This guy I've really come to like quite a bit. He's a great kid, a really great kid.
Okay, all right, fine. I get it. You want to respect Rihanna, that's fine. Okay, you want to respect yourself and not give out all the information that happened that night. Cool. Again, my biggest thing was this. Granted, you were invited to Larry King Live, but why show up if all you're going to say is this?
Larry, I don't feel like it's appropriate for me to speak on.
That's it. That's my whole thing. Why show up? It's not like you were going to get questions about, like, okay, when's your next album coming out?
Yeah, I mean, it was a few questions directed at him. They were kind of off the subject, but the main thing that he was there to talk about was this assault on Rihanna. And what I was hoping that he would do is I was hoping he would bring it, and he would say, you know what I did was a big mistake. I want to say this. I was wrong, and beating Rihanna up like that was a terrible and a horrible thing to do, and I'm here to say that that was not right. But instead of doing that, it seemed like he said, wow, it's crazy. Wow. He let a lot of people down that believed in him, and there's such a thing as you coming to the table and saying, I made a mistake, I'm a man, I'm here to admit it.
I mean, you could have given a little bit of detail, like, oh, man, we were partying, we were having a good time, and we made some bad decisions that night to maybe consume some alcohol, and things got a little out of control. I can almost guarantee that alcohol had some type of play in this whole party night. Please. I'm in the music industry. I know how this rolls. I've been to, record release parties. I've been to, award ceremonies, red carpet events. I mean, maybe it was just a good publicity move, I guess. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. But, I mean, that's not what people were tuning into the show for.
Nope.
Leave your comments and also subscribe. It's youtube.com/Joey and JD3 on the radio. And, of course, you want to subscribe because we're going to give you all the updates, all the latest news, information, entertainment news, all that good stuff right here. Thank you for joining the show.